last time to recap, and correct me if I'm wrong. You guys had met up midway. The party would split. Half of the party ended up going to Thurmaster, had a meeting with Towster, trying to figure out if Janellith had made an appearance down there because she has disappeared from Milborne. You find out, no, she hasn't, and he's pretty worried. He gives you a letter of introduction to Cooper, a local ranger, and asks you to go meet with him and see if he's seen her or if he has any information. He thinks of Janelle kind of like a granddaughter, he really likes her. And the people from Thurmaster, they spent the night, they restocked on provisions, and they made their way toward Cooper's farm, which is about halfway between Thurmaster and Milborne. At that point, the half of the party that didn't go with Thurmaster and stayed in Milborne met up with everybody at Cooper's farm. Talked to Cooper for a little bit, got the rundown on who Janellith is with him, what's going on. She's gone missing. He suggests taking a look up Hog Brook. Hog Brook being one of the local streams that goes into the Thornwood, which is pretty much just directly across from where his farm is. You spend a couple days going up the brook, doing some tracking, at which point in time you meet the local wild woman of the woods, the druid Olaine. She hasn't seen Janellith either, but you found out from her that one of the local boys, 13-year-old kid named Max, turned into a werebear and ran off into the woods. There was a confrontation with a large group of orcs. Bran ended up dropping their leader, which caused the rest of them to scatter. You guys weren't able to... You took, I think, 1 or 2 prisoners, if I remember right, but you weren't really able to get any information.
I put 5 of them to sleep and we tied them up, and she was interrogating them when we went after the werebear.
Gotcha. You were able to get to the werebear. You tied him up in some nets, got him to calm down. He transformed back into a human on the way back to his farmstead. And Cooper ended up giving you a note to give to Gerald, the local constable / ranger that makes his home in Milborne, with what he's figured out about Janellith, what you guys have seen, and asking him to get more information from other local rangers. You made your way home, well, home being Milborne at this point, and you had just arrived in town. Lemphir had a brooch that they found on one of the orcs, and they wanted to sell it. They ended up going into Rastifer's shop, selling it for a boatload of cash for what it is for you guys at this stage in your adventuring career, well over 1,000 gold pieces. Rastifer had to break out a coffer he had hidden somewhere in the back room to get you the coins necessary to make the payment. And you are all meeting back up in front of the Baron of Mutton as of right now. And go.
Hey guys, here's your gold.
Holy. That's
Wow.
a lot of money.
Yeah, that brooch was worth a lot of money. It was worth a lot of money.
I would say so.
But
So, go ahead.
what do we do now? We have a letter for somebody, don't we?
I think we need to go talk with, is it Gerald? The lawman around here?
I believe so.
Okay.
Need to let him know about the new band of orcs.
Yeah. Just so that they're a little more ready for what might happen.
Oh yeah, I still have that shield on the goat.
Mm-hmm.
Covered.
Yes, we should bring that too.
I wondered why my notes said shield on Steuben. Couldn't remember.
Yes, it has the
Tribal sign.
It was like
symbol.
Well,
Yeah.
I forget what the symbol was, but it has the symbol. All right.
It was a
skull.
It was a skull with arrows in the eye sockets.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay. All right, yeah, let's go find this Geralt guy and toss him a coin.
Toss him a coin. I like
Toss a
that.
coin no. No. No.
Kara got it first.
I
I'm glad.
got it. I got it. I just it's
Yeah,
I
of
got
course
it.
I did.
I just didn't want to admit it.
Geralt, not Geralt. And I know I'm
Very different names.
very. It's
Gerald. Oh, I thought it was Gerald.
no Gerald. Gary Old.
Gerald.
At least I'm
Gary
pronouncing
LD.
yeah. At least I'm pronouncing it Gerald. Garyold. I don't know. I can't say that consistently.
Whatever.
Eh.
All right, perfect.
G-Man.
Let's go talk to this feller.
Yep.
G-Man. There we go.
Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask around and be like, do you know where this guy is? Gerald?
Yeah.
Gerald?
Everybody points, just north of the Baron of Mutton, and you realize that you had actually met this guy when you first made your trip into Milborne all those 1 week or so ago.
Yeah, wasn't he like the head guy kind of around here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I think
doubles
that
for
maybe
town
Lemfair
constable.
wasn't with us for that.
Yeah, that's
I
it. The
feel like
constable.
he hung back at the Baron of Muttony.
Okay.
This may be
Yeah.
Lemfair's first time meeting Gerald. That guy.
Oh yeah, I didn't meet him, but okay. Yeah, let's go talk to him. We're gonna go up to him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys make your way over to Gerald's carpentry shop, and he's sitting there on the porch with one of his dogs, as per normal. He's got his bad leg up on the table. He sees you. He's like, "Hey, welcome back. Did you find anything out on your trip down the Thurmaster?"
Oh, we found a lot of stuff, but nothing useful. Maybe. Yeah, here's a letter from Cooper to you specifically. We also found a new group of orcs that aren't from normally around here. And I have their shield, and I'm just gonna uncover the shield on Steuben
Ooh.
with their logo and everything, and they'll be like, "This is who they are." Don't know anything about them. Do you know anything?
It's not a sigil I'm familiar with, but that's definitely looks like orc drawings.
Well, as far as I know, this is a new tribe to the area.
That's troubling. He gets out a piece of paper, and it's rather small, and he starts writing some stuff down on it. He's like, "What do you know about these orcs, other than, if anything, that is, other than that's their symbol? Were you able to piece anything else together other than they were new?" And
So something interesting that's been happening. I brought it up to the group before we came to you, but I'm going to bring it up to you because you're the constable and all that. The bandits that we met on the roadway here, the first time we came into town, they were particularly interested in getting the spellcaster. When Marin cast a spell, they immediately locked onto her and were like, "We're going to get the spellcaster." It was imperative that they were getting her. These orcs, the minute I cast a spell, they went directly after me. And I think it's interesting that a spellcaster has gone missing while there are multiple groups of individuals specifically targeting spellcasters. Have any other spellcasters gone missing?
no, but we're gonna have to keep a closer eye on Sam Hess over at the temple and let him know about this danger. And he goes ahead and he scratches some more stuff down on the paper. He's like, "I'm gonna add that into this letter," and he rolls it up, and it's just like a little tiny scroll at that point. And he does this kind of like a whistly click, and this raven comes down from the rafters. He hands it the scroll, and he goes, "Give this to Shiraz." And the bird flies off to the southeast.
Interesting trick. I like that.
Shiraz is a local ranger. She's quite a bit more mobile than I am, and he rubs his bad leg that he had resting up on top of the table. She's got a rather unique affinity with the birds, So if Janelle's been seen in the area she frequents, Shiraz will know about it. Or we'll be able to find out about it, I should say.
So Shiraz is a local ranger then.
Yep. One of there's 3 of us that live in the area. Myself, Cooper, and Shiraz.
Okay. When we were hanging out with Cooper, there was this druid lady. Do you know anything about her?
There's rumors of a wild woman that lives in the woods. We give her space. We don't bother her. He leans and he's like, if you've talked to Cooper about it, you've probably know who she is. Just we let her do her thing. She's a local druid.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at the 2 of you like, is there anything else we need to ask this
So
guy?
the question is, what do you want to do about those orcs? Because until then, until you get word back from Shiraz, there's still going to be a threat to the town.
Well, be honest with you, it's been a very long time since we've had to raise a militia here in town, and I am in no condition to go out hunting them. Cooper's got that area of the wood pretty well covered. He's pretty adept at knowing when there's trouble. He can handle himself in a fight, too. And, of course, we have Elaine that patrols the woods, and I'm sure she wouldn't tolerate a new band of orcs moving in and causing any havoc with the ecosystem. She's very particular about nature.
Okay.
But this isn't something that should just be left to lie. But right now, we don't know where they are, where they nest out of, or any of that. We just know that they're here. We have their symbol. That's something, so we can pass that around to local farmers and let them know if they see anything with that symbol to let us know, and we can start zeroing in on where they live and handle them when and if we need to. Sounds like you guys took out the leader.
Leader.
Yeah.
Right.
My worry is that it was just the leader of that war band.
And for all we know, that's the only band of them that may have been in the woods or made their way into the area. That might be all of them. Or there could be more. There could be a whole horde of them holed up out in the Gnarlstone. We don't know. But we'll definitely be looking into this. Okay, if you want to help out with the investigation, I'm sure we can figure a way we can work that into. Never turn down the help.
Gnarlstone?
Gnarlstone. The Gnarlstone is it's a set of map. It's up toward the north here, kind of like northeast, northwest. It's northwest. Yeah, he looks around real quick, doing the rangery thing of where am I standing exactly? Yeah, northwest. It's out in the Blanride Hills. It's where we used to do some mining for these stones. They call them gnarl stones in the area. They're I don't even want to call them a semi-precious stone. They're a pretty rock. People use them in jewelry, but the mines ran out long time ago. Long time ago. So they've been closed down and not used for years. But that's out somewhat near Shiraz's area. She has a pretty good beat on what happens out in the Patchwork Hills, the Blanride Hills.
What do you think, guys? You think that's something we ought to look into?
I mean, do you think that's something we should look into, boss?
Who are you calling boss?
Gerald.
You,
Oh, me?
Constable.
Okay. No, I was actually asking that out of character.
Oh yeah, he's looking at Gerald. He's like, "So do you think that's something we should look into, boss?"
I'll be honest with you, we haven't heard anything coming out of those mines. And like I said, Shiraz has a pretty good beat on that area. I'm sure if that band of orcs had been there and it's as sizable as what you said it was, she would have seen something. One of the locals would have. We still have the Carmens still maintain mines in that area. I'm sure somebody working those mines would have said something if there was a big band of orcs.
Have they been in town lately?
Oh yeah,
The Carmens?
the Carmens, they own that, and he points over to the west. It's the big mansion in town. He's
Oh,
like,
the mansion.
yeah, he's like, they own practically everything here. You know, they own the farmland, they own the mines. They're a good family, you know, as far as local small time nobles go. Taxes are reasonable. They basically live and let live with people. I've heard horror stories, and these guys are not one of them when it comes to lordships. So if there was an issue,
Okay.
Carmen's would have hired somebody a long time ago to go handle it. That's their money.
Well-
So what do you think? Go ahead. Not here.
No, you go ahead. I've talked a lot.
I was just gonna say, do you guys think we have until we hear word back from Shiraz on what's going on?
I was going to ask how quickly that communication happens, actually. I was curious about that.
Oh, and he kind of just shrugs a little bit. He's like, "Bird's got to find her." It could be
Right.
within a day or two, or it could be a little bit longer. It depends on if she's going to respond back right away, or if she's going to go off and investigate before she responds. I'm sure if she has seen anything like those orcs, she'd be pretty communicative. But I'd be lying if I told you I'd have a response in a few hours or a day or two.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you, is there anything you need done? Like we're trying to get like a reputation and make some more gold, and there like any odd jobs you need done, anything to help the town, like anything we can do for you that might pay?
Oh, let me start with this. Have you gone back to the Baron of Mutton and told Andrin and Bart what you've learned?
No,
not
we
yet.
came
That's
to
next
town
on
and
the
we talked to
list.
you.
I might start with that, but also the Baron of Mutton's a place that's pretty, you know, if you're looking for work, the river bargemen, they get rooms there on occasion. You might be able to find work there with the caravans going between here and Thurmaster. There's regular trips that go up and down. They're always looking for guard duty, guards to go with them, and with a new band of orcs and kidnappings, you probably have a good chance of getting work there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And if I hear anything back from Shiraz, I'll get a hold of you right away. You're staying at the Baron of Mutton, right?
Thank
We had
you.
been.
Yes.
Oh, as far as places go, it's either that or the Silver Crown, and I would definitely recommend the Baron of Mutton.
You're not the first person to say that to us.
And in that tone.
The Silver Crown gets an interesting client base. Usually the people that have been thrown out of the Baron of Mutton find rooms at the Silver Crown. And if they've spent a night in
Okay.
the stockades, they usually can be traced back to the Silver Crown.
Okay.
Oh, goody.
Well, do you guys have any other questions to ask Constable before we head off to the Baron of Mutton?
Not me.
Okay.
All right.
I think as we get away, a little bit of ways away from him. Just like, all right, so are we checking out the Gnarlstone mines? Like, is that what we're doing?
That's what I was thinking, but I had to put it past you guys before I said anything.
Well,
I'd at least like to check in with Genel's family
Oh,
before.
absolutely.
And I did
Absolutely.
want to speak to the priest whose name I keep forgetting.
Sam Hess.
Sam
I
Hess.
just heard it. Sam Hess. Would like to speak with Sam Hess before we head out, but I'm game. I'm game to go
Well,
exploring mines.
We haven't had a proper rest since we fought the orcs. I need a night's
Oh,
sleep.
yes. Absolutely.
Oh, and that brings up this.
I would happily stay in town for a night.
So, this brings me to this because it's one of those possible rules that I take for granted that you may not be aware of, and it's healing in 2nd edition. How much damage have people sustained?
None.
Lucky.
I think I had some, but it had healed up by the time we started last session.
Okay.
Yes, same here with the drawn-out healing.
Okay. I just wanted to remind healing on day of complete bed rest is 2 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Non-complete bed rest,
Okay.
normal activity, just, walking around, shopping, being a normal functioning adult, that's 1 hit point a day.
Okay.
So I wanted to see if there was need for a longer rest period, but nope. Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's go to the barony or the Baron Mutton, and that place.
Baron of
Then
Muttony, Mutton of Barony. Yeah.
Yeah, that
place.
thing, the barony, and we'll talk to the
what?
people there. We'll go there.
Yes.
We'll talk to the people there, and then we'll just kind of hang out in town until tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow morning I don't know. Maybe we'll find a job and not go to the Gnarlstones. Maybe we'll go to the Gnarlstones. I don't know. We'll see where the wind takes us. And I want to stop at the
Exactly.
stables first.
By all means, let's go to the Glutton of Mutton.
Yeah, the barony.
Mutton.
I'm gonna let Marin do the talking to tell people that we couldn't find their kid.
Oh, thanks. Thanks so much.
I'll be with you.
Well, no,
you.
I'll
I
be
won't
there,
count.
but you seem like you have more tact than me.
I don't know about that, but I will do my best.
All right. So you guys head into the Baron of Mutton, and Durcaster is sitting in his chair off in the corner, staring the room down with his milky cataract eyes. And you can see Ardrin and Bart. They're doing something over by the main desk where they check guests in with the window that also leads into the kitchen area. And Ardrin looks up and he goes, "Ah, you're back. Take it that good news? You guys don't look all hat in hand."
Well, good news and bad news. We were not successful in finding your daughter, unfortunately. She had not made it to. I'm sorry, I have to flip my notes because now I forget names and things.
All good.
Thurmaster.
Yep. She had not made it to Thurmaster. And we have seen no sign of her on the road between here and there. We even took a trip up the Hog Brook, looking along where she normally gathers plants with the Ranger Cooper. And we've had no sign of her. I guess the good part of that is that there's nothing to indicate that she has been harmed as of yet, but we also haven't been able to locate her.
So when you
Wish it was better news.
say that, Bart's face drops and goes, "I told you something was wrong. She doesn't just leave like this." but you're going to keep looking for her, right?
Yeah. I certainly am going to continue to look.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, if we're gonna keep looking and see what we can do. But hopefully we'll find her somewhere.
And Geralt has sent word to Shiraz. Shiraz?
Shiraz.
I'm so bad at names, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Think of the wine.
Shiraz. Has sent word to Shiraz, so there are other people who know she is missing and to look for her.
and when Arjun hears that, he pats his kid on the shoulder. That's not his son. It's his future son-in-law on the shoulder. And you see, Cooper,
Right.
Geralt, Shiraz, 3 rangers, and this group of adventurers are going to be looking for Janellith. It's going to be fine. They'll find her. And when he says that last, that part about adventurers, the 3 rangers, let's see, which one of you is it going to be? Bran, because I haven't done anything with you yet, and you notice at the corner of your eye a couple river merchants. They're having a drink with a stout little dwarf. He looks old even by dwarf standards. He's got one eye kind of closed. His face is all beet red. He's wearing, it's really low quality clothes. Like, they're not rags, but it's like one step above. This is the stuff that you wear when you're out digging around in the yard. And he's sitting there, and you hear him refer to himself as the old grizzler. And he draws out the grizzler part. And one of the merchants gets up, and they start making their way over toward you. And he says, "I hear you guys are adventurers."
We are.
So, I don't know if you're interested or not, but we're looking to hire some guards for our trip down to Thurmaster tomorrow. We heard about the some kidnappings in the area from Bart here, the bandits on the road, and we really don't want to take any chances. So we're looking for anybody that'll work as a caravan guard. We heard about, and he points over to the dwarf, one of your local legends here, but the grizzler isn't what he used to be, and don't know if we really want to rely on him to get us up and down the river safely. And he's like a 4'1" drunk dwarf.
Okay.
Oh,
And he is referring to himself in the third person every chance that he gets.
Oh my God. It was the quarterback from
delightful.
high school. Lovely.
well,
Let me ask you, what are you paying?
We do 15 gold for the trip.
I'll look over at you two.
total or a piece?
He looks back at the table, and he looks back again over at the old grizzler, who's like, "Who's buying the old grizzler his next drink?" He goes, "A piece."
I mean, as much as he's drinking, I think you can afford to pay us 15 each. The Twizzler's gonna drink it all.
He nods, and he goes, "Yeah, a piece."
I'm game.
Sounds good to me.
Plus, gives us more
Aaron?
chances to look for lady
For
face.
Janelle. For Janelle.
Janelle, yeah.
Aaron?
Janellith.
Yeah.
Janellith.
Janelle. Thank you.
Janellith.
Are you married?
I will get this one of these days.
Well, I'll hold my hand up. I think you got 3 guards.
He shakes your hand. He's like, "We leave in the morning. We're staying," and he points over to the stairs. He's like, "We're staying upstairs here. We're gonna meet down here first light, and then our barge will be packed up at the warehouse and ready to go. And you know from walking around town that the warehouses are just south of here, and there's a dock with the where a lot of barges get set up and staged for their trips up and down the river.
Okay.
How much were rooms at the Baron of Mutney again?
Individual rooms were 9 silver. Let's just round that up to 1 gold for individual rooms.
Okay.
And I got you
since there's 3 of us, I'm just gonna take that out of the party fund.
And that's per night.
Okay.
Well, we only need it 1 night.
Yeah, I'll just say I paid that at some point out of the party fund. And all right. Looks like we're
Okay.
caravanning again in the morning. I know, Marin, you said you had something you wanted to do. I'm gonna go check out the stables. There's I'm interested in some stuff. Branner, anything you gonna be doing that we should know about in case you go missing?
Honestly, I'm just going to be making my way around town, keeping an ear to the ground, hearing what's going on for now. I have no needed supplies or anything. I have everything I need. Unless one of you want me to go with you.
I just plan to go talk to Sam up at the temple. If you want to come, you're welcome. If you would rather walk around, makes no difference to me.
No, it sounds better to have a mission. I think I will go with you if you don't mind, Marin.
Sure.
All right, I'll see you guys here later tonight.
Good luck, Lemfir.
Okay. So we're going to do the split. And I feel like starting with Marin with the temple, if that works.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So you make your way through the streets, what passes for streets here. They're not exactly paved. Dirt roads over to the temple. This is a large stone building. The temple is dedicated to the god Tyr, just because I use Forgotten Realms individual deities for the concept types. And the door is always open during the day. So getting in is merely just opening the door, walking in. And it's, as you would expect, a temple dedicated to justice. It's pretty bare bones as far as decorations go. It's got the tapestries. It's got the altar in the front. It's got the pews set up. But other than that, it isn't filled with the usual gilded things that you would see in certain other temples dedicated to some deities, and it doesn't have just that rustic feel that any of the elemental deities, lords and ladies, have, where they're just more concerned about you going to them and living up to the ideals represented by them. They could care less about temples and dogma so much. Just do the deeds. Whereas Tyr and some of the other more concrete deities, they care about those things. But even in this case, it's a pretty Spartan in appearance temple. Sam Hess is at the front of it doing some cleaning over by the altar, trying to keep the place neat and tidy. And he's you can tell he's a young priest. Very buttoned up in his appearance, but I mean that he's also a priest dedicated to Tyr. So,
Okay. Then she will approach and do a small bow of greeting. Hello.
he looks over.
Are you Sam?
He looks over from his duties, and he goes. He puts down whatever he was polishing, some candlesticks, and he goes, "Yeah, my name's Sam Hess. The local clergyman."
I am Marin, priestess of the Lady of Steam, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that have been going on around town lately. Perhaps you've heard people being attacked and Genelith being missing.
Well, I heard rumor of Janelith going missing, but there hasn't been anything concretely said about her status as missing, whether she went down the Towster or not. That was the last I had heard. She just wasn't in her room in the morning. Were you part of the group that went looking for her then?
Yes, and unfortunately, we were unsuccessful.
So she didn't make it down to Towster. That is concerning. Whenever a young person
no
goes
sign
missing.
of her. I thought it would be important to talk to you because we've noticed it may be a coincidence, but it may be a pattern. When we were on our way here, we were attacked, and I was specifically targeted as a spellcaster. It seemed almost as though they were trying to take me rather than to just defeat me or knock me out of the fight. And with Genelith being missing as well, that's a second magic user who has been targeted. And one of my companions who also deals in magic was targeted in our last fight. Again, it may be just a coincidence, but it seems like something that other magic users in the area should know about. And I believe that does encompass you as well.
When Tyr does decide to bless me with spells, I'm able to perform them. I very rarely leave the temple. My duties keep me in town for the most part. But should I need to leave town, I will keep this in mind and make sure to travel safely.
Has your god given you any signs of things going on?
No signs, no portents, no omens.
Okay.
And you kind of get the idea that it's pretty much all he's got for you at this time. He hasn't heard anything. He hasn't seen anything. He's appreciative that you gave him the information. You do get a little bit of like a standoffish kind of vibe from him.
Yeah.
But go ahead and throw like a wisdom check real quick for that. Just a D20.
Cool. Okay. Roll.
What's your wisdom?
I think it is. My wisdom is 18. That is a make.
Perfect. Yeah, so you get the kind of feeling that he's being a little bit standoffish, but you get that feeling that he's threatened by another cleric being in town, more so than anything. He's like, why is there another cleric in town? I'm the cleric of this town. That's kind of the vibe you get from him on that.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And that's kind of what I was thinking it might be. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, having that. Yep. Gosh, how do you put someone at ease? I'm not here for your job, man.
I'm not here to steal your worshippers.
Tell him you're leaving tomorrow.
Exactly. Well, we'll be heading out tomorrow. So, thank you for your time.
He gives you a meek smile, and the doors to the temple are always open for those who wish to hear the word of Tyr, and may you travel with and be safe and with justice. I'm trying to have real hard to figure out a way to go with something like that for him, and I'm failing coming up with
I like that though. That's good.
Yeah. Improv is not my
and my immediate thing is and also with you. So I mean,
yeah.
We can be awkwardly not religious together.
Okay. Now, cutting scene, moving over to Lemphir, who is going to Nafton's stable and kennels.
I sure am.
Okay.
I am gonna approach. I'm gonna find the hitching post that's normally for horses. I'm gonna tie Steuben up, and I'm gonna enter.
All right. You head into Nafton's. Nafton is. How can I describe the interior of this place? It smells like a dog, and that says something. Nafton's known in town for his draft horses, which are mainly, for farm work. Occasionally he gets in some mules, but he's really known for his guard dogs. And these are like Mastiff style dogs. You recognize a couple of them because the one that Gerald has is one of Nafton's hounds. And these are,
Okay.
like I said, they're think Connie Corsos. They look kind of like Connie Corsos with like wiry, medium-ish long hair. And
Okay.
Nafton himself, he's sitting behind the his desk. He looks up and he's in his early 40s, late 30s. Where Rastifer, the guy who owns the general store here, is this like whip thin, scarecrowish looking individual. Nafton gives the vibe of where I like the thing where Fry said about the retired, like the high school football quarterback. Nafton gives cop vibes. Like he has been training dogs his entire life, and he just has that look to him, like the animal trainer look. And he's not built, but he's a little stocky. He's a little bit out of shape, but I mean, so is everybody that lives in this town to some degree if they're not farmers. And he looks up over and he's like, "Afternoon. What brings you in?"
Hi. Yeah, I heard that you sell dogs.
Oh,
I'm not from around town, so like I'm new to town and I heard that, so that's why I don't know. And yeah.
yeah, I breed these guys here, and he like rubs the head of one of them. We call them hammer-headed mastiffs, and I mean, the head is massive, and it looks rather thick and hard. So, apt name in your opinion.
Awesome. Do you have any available for purchase right now? Like, I'm looking to pick up possibly 2 dogs. Just be nice to have some guard dogs and protection on the road and some companionship. It's just me, my goat, and my 2 friends. Sometimes my 4 friends, but mostly my 2 friends.
Well, he gets up and he follow me this way. He leads you through the back of the store to the outside where he's got the stables. He's got no horses at the moment, but there are about 6 dogs milling around. And he's like, he looks over and he points over at 2 of them. He said, "Those 2 there, they're trained. They're for sale. Those 2 over there, they're going to have pups here in about another month or so. So if you're looking for a certain appearance, you might want to wait a little bit for them. Those are going to be the silver and black ones. And the other 2 that he pointed at over that are, ready to go, they're just this kind of like tawny brown. They're cute dogs as far as slobbery mastiffs go, but the other ones, they got that kind of like really nice silver pelt with a black face and muzzle and paws.
Well, okay. What about the 2 over there? The other 2 of the 6.
Yeah, they're
Here.
The 2 that he said were good to go, or
No, you said there were 6, and you said there were 2 pregnant ones.
Yeah,
2 good to go, and then there were 2 others.
Gotcha. Those 2, yeah, they're not for sale. They're like the pregnant ones. Those are my studs. They're staying
perfect.
here. Yeah.
Okay. And those 2 are trained, good to go, like command words, all that.
Yeah, trained, good to go. know their commands. They'll do you well as guard hounds.
Okay. What type of diet do they have? Anything I need to know? Anything out of the ordinary?
Well, we feed them raw meat is what we feed here.
Okay. I can probably manage that. I got a buddy who can hunt and I can fish, so it'll be okay. Yeah, I'll take them.
He looks at you. He's like, you do know they're 20 gold apiece.
Yeah, I'm aware.
All right. And he goes over and he whistles. They come up. They follow him in. He walks you back into the front of the kennel office. He's like, okay, so, and he whips out a couple leashes. He's like, the dogs are 20 apiece. Those leashes, it's going to be 5 copper. Let's call it 1 silver for the leashes. And then he pulls out a bag of, I don't want to say kibble, but it almost looks like pemmican. And he goes, this is a special treat that I make special for the dogs. I use this for rewards. Don't feed this to them regularly. Use it as a reward. That's going to be
Okay.
20 copper, or we'll just call that 2 silver. So we're looking at 40 gold, 3 silver.
Done. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pull out my coin purse. I'm going to fish out the 40 gold, 3 silver, slide it across to him. All right. I'm going to get like a piece of paper out and be like, all right, let's go over the command words.
Mm-hmm.
We can probably just skip that.
Yeah,
like
it's
just
standard command words. He does tell you their names. Serious or campy?
I don't care.
Which Which one do you want? Do you want serious names or campy names?
Let's go campy.
All right, that one right there. His name's Bruno, and that one's name is Mars.
Bruno and Mars. All right. Perfect. So their hit dice, I believe, were 2d8 or a d8 plus 2 and a d8 plus 2. So I roll those.
Yep. So I think it was 2d8 a piece plus 2. Let me grab my
Yeah,
mouse.
it was 2 plus 2.
Yeah, so roll 2d8. So you roll 2d8 and add 4, then roll another 2d8, add 4. That'll be the HP totals for each.
All right, the first ones.
Oh, wait.
12.
Actually, I lied. They have a minimum of 8 hit points. So go ahead, just keep that 7. And add 2. 9.
Okay. 9.
And then roll
Okay.
1, and then roll 1d8 plus 2 for the second one. They get 1 hit die worth of max hit points because they're especially well bred.
Okay, so 9.
8 plus 9 is whatever. And then another 9.
17, 26 total.
Yep. Each one has 26 hit points.
Oh, sweet.
Right?
I got
That's what
26.
it added up for me.
8 plus 9.
26.
Yeah.
17.
17 plus 2. 19. They have 19 hit points.
19. 19. Oh, that's right. 19. 19 apiece.
Yeah.
All right. 19 HP apiece. All right. I'm going to mark down the kibble. I'm going to walk them on the leashes outside. Let me mark that on my inventory on my sheet first. Kibble / leashes for dogs. All right, so 226 minus 40, 186. 186. Then all my silver's gone. Perfect. Done. Yeah. I'm probably gonna say I'm getting back to the baron of mutton at the same time as you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Steuben and 2 dogs.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Nah.
Lemfear. You're collecting
Hi,
a
guys.
menagerie.
Well, I figured we do a lot of camping on the road, and having dogs means we don't have to do night duty. They have elevated hearing, and anything comes in the camp, they'll bark. Plus, they're fighting dogs. Like they can fight with us. They're helpful. So, and we had extra.
you
I had
know-
extra money.
Uh-huh. You do dogs also need to sleep, right?
Yeah, but they have heightened hearing, so they'll hear the stuff and they'll wake up and bark.
I'm just saying, I may still want to have a person on watch, but they're very beautiful dogs.
Well, I mean, we can do that too. I'm just saying it's an extra layer of. Yeah. Plus,
Okay.
they're trained. Watch. Sit.
Uh-huh.
And they both sit. See?
Wonder how well they're gonna do on the barge downriver.
Oh, they'll be fine. From what the townspeople have said, Nafton is like elite dog trainer. So these are thoroughbreds.
Believe it.
And I saw the
Okay.
studs. They're pretty beefy dogs. So
Okay.
but yeah, we
take your word for it.
But yeah, we got dogs now. It'll be great.
Okay. One thing I do want to add in, just as a DM side of things, if your dogs enter combat, they become combat targets.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay. Just letting you know.
I bought them for extra protection, Eric.
I'm
I'm a squishy wizard. I need more protection than a cleric and a ranger.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
but let me tell you, it's years of reflex. There are some people that get very up in arms when bad things happen to animals.
well, that
Right.
and I mean, yeah, bad things happening to animals, but also you got some people who are like, you can't target my familiar, you can't target the hunting dog, the war
Yes, you can.
animal. Yeah, I can.
Yes, you can.
And
Plus, if they get
my
low,
my,
if they get
my
low
rule
on
is
health,
the same. Yep.
if they get low on health, I'm gonna give them the command word "flee," and they're gonna run.
yep.
There you go. Good.
Like, I'm not gonna let them die. They're gonna run away, and they've got 12 movement and a speed factor of 1. So
I'm gonna look at that.
Which
12
means-
movement means they move 120 feet around. So yeah, they have pretty good movement. Multiply the movement rate by 12, by 10. That's how many feet per round.
I thought it said speed factor was 1, but
Speed factors
Maybe
how
I'm wrong.
fast they attack.
Yeah, speed factors are
Yeah.
their attack speed.
Yep.
yeah, but 12 is 120 movement, which is faster than most races. So they're gonna
That's-
get away.
No, that's how fast
that's
we
how
are
fast
too,
we are.
actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
That's normal
I'll
speed.
figure it out.
Yeah, well, don't worry
No,
about
they'll
it.
be fine.
They get targeted the same way you guys do. So let's get a random number in the order, unless you put them between you and the creatures, and they got to get through you, and you control everything about them. So
Yeah.
you are now running 3 pieces on the board. I will get dog tokens added to the tabletop for you.
That's fine.
Steuben's the
I'm
only
good.
I'm
one who's
assuming
safe.
Steuben doesn't join in.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Cool.
Steuben doesn't do fighting. He's just my mule.
No, this is
Because he
how
was
I run
cheaper.
things for my table too. I if you're going to use them, then they're fair game. If they sit out, then they can have plot armor. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Unless I put a
instant
T-Rex
they
in.
get involved, yeah, unless you, nice.
Yeah.
Toby Keith doesn't want to be fed. Toby Keith wants to hunt.
All right. So,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
Oh. Yeah, this is Bruno and this is Mars. They're our pups now.
What beautiful names.
Yeah.
Oh
right.
Lord.
I was gonna go with Gnarls Barkley, but that's Gnarls, that's Barkley. But I thought with the Gnarlstone mines, that would be a little confusing.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
All right.
I like Bruno Mars. That's very funny.
So you guys are at the inn, Baron of Mutton. You pay your one. We'll just round it up to 1 gold for the evening, for the room. I don't know how long you hang out downstairs, but Durcaster is doing what Durcaster does as the ancient old man that he is. He occasionally yells at his daughter-in-law and his son. Yells at Bart because they're in the way or they're not moving fast enough. Yells at some patron because of, I don't know, he's old. And the person did something he just mildly disagreed with. And it's not even that he's yelling at them because he's being angry. It's just he has no other volume of voice because he's going blind and he's going deaf. Talking to him is, ugh. And the Grizzler is drinking those merchants' money, telling them stories about the glory days when he used to be an adventurer. But, you know, he decided to retire here in Milborne, and Milborne is where it's at. He just felt at home when he went to Milborne. I may not be born here, but it's Milborne. And he's just slamming as many drinks as he can get.
Man.
Milborne is where it's at. Okay.
Guys, the Twizzler's gonna drink all our money for the job tomorrow.
I thought, well, I thought they hired us instead of him.
Oh, perfect.
I don't think we need to worry about that. He can drink his own money all he wants.
Nice. Okay, I misread that situation.
Double checking. Did I read that correctly?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
He already
Okay.
He's conning anybody he can into buying him a drink. Oh, come on. You hear him too. He's like, you know you owe me a drink. Remember that time I came over to your place and I helped you with that thing? That's worth a beer, ain't it? Just one. Just one. And he just moves from person to person, getting a drink from each of them throughout the night.
I knew people like this when I was a bartender.
Oh, you're getting a round of drinks? You got the Grizzler covered, right? They got one for the Grizzler.
Marin, Marin, I think we found the town drunk.
Sure seems like.
I wonder if they have a special cell for him at lockup that when he sobers up in the morning, he can just reach out and grab the key and unlock the door.
I'm gonna head up and get us some drinks. I am not announcing it either.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. The Grizzler is busy telling somebody, you don't know who, but they're a local, about this one time he was totally adventuring in the Underdark and he had to take out a giant lizard. And he did it single-handedly. He was trying to get his little nephew Snagger home to his parents. He was watching over the summer and brought him out on an adventure with him because that's what a good uncle does. That's what a good dwarf uncle does.
Okay.
While we are sitting and hanging out, I would like to just narrate, not that it has any import whatsoever, but that Marin has taken out a little needle and thread and is just working some embroidery into one of her belt pouches just to decorate it a little bit. No purpose other than it is something that I think she would do.
Is there anything important that you guys want to do at night here while drinks are being had, dinner's being ate? Or are we ready to say that happens until you go to sleep and wake up in the morning?
I don't have anything of note.
Okay.
Nah, I'm ready for the next day.
Okay.
I think I'm good. Does one of you have rope? Because mine is technically still with our companion who's not with us right now.
I got
Good.
50 feet.
Okay.
No,
Yes.
my rope was around the bandits at the beginning.
Right. That's why I was asking, because we're going through rope rather quickly.
Yeah.
So as long as we have somebody has some, I'm good. Okay.
Okay. So you finish your night's libations. You hear some stories from the old Grizzler. He's got some pretty good ones. One of the best ones was him versus the horde of kobolds that were trying to overtake Dwarven Homestead back when he was, just a wee lad of 45 years old. But anyway, night goes. You guys go to sleep. You wake up in the morning. The merchants are waiting for you downstairs, just like they said they would. There's 3 of them. They say, hey, good morning. Harold just went over to check the barge. It's all set up. It's ready to go. It should only be a quick, 4-day round trip. It takes about half his time to get down there and back when we got the barge. So, there's that. At least it'll be a quick trip. We'll pay you as soon as we get back here to town. Sound good?
Good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
You guys head out. And you get on the barge. It is the early hours of morning. Not quite the ass crack of dawn, but slightly past. They have a pot of coffee that they made. They pass out a tin cup to each of you. Anybody wants coffee, it's there. And they start the barge down. The trip to Thurmaster is wholly uneventful. It is one of the most relaxing yet boring rides on a barge any of you have ever had. It might be the first barge ride any of you ever had. Bruno and Mars did, at one point in time, almost jump into the water to chase something. Maybe a fish, maybe a frog. You weren't quite sure. It was out of view before you were able to call them off from doing what they were about to do. But you make your way into Thurmaster quite quickly. The merchants look at you. You learned all of their names. Harold was the one that was checking the barge. He was a rather tall individual with a bit of a hawkish nose. You also had, okay, let's go. Bill. Bill's kind of a portly guy. Balding. His shirt just doesn't quite fit, so his stomach is always showing just a little bit. He's always pulling it down to try and keep it covered. You tell he's slightly embarrassed by it, but not embarrassed enough to buy a properly fitting shirt. And then the last one, his name would be Tyler. And he is a completely unremarkable individual who barely ever spoke the entire ride. He was always too busy daydreaming or paying attention to anything but everybody else there. You guys land at the dock, and Harold tells you, hey, look, here's the deal. We're going to unload the barge. We're going to load up. We're going to be here for, probably a good 2 or 3 hours, and then we're heading back out tonight. No sense in spending the night here in Thurmaster. Last time we did, we ended up getting a bed bug infestation, and we're not doing that again. So yeah, don't go to the Fox and Tails, the Hound and Tails, and and hey, Tyler, didn't you get food poisoning when you ate that pie that you got? And he's like, we don't talk about the pie. It's like, yeah, he got food poisoning from that. But anyway, if you have anything you want to handle in town, we'll meet back up here in 2 hours, and head back up to Milborne and get you guys paid.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So, what do we want to do here in Thurmaster?
Was there anything we needed to do in Thurmaster?
I know one thing I'd like to do is buy at least another 50-foot coil of rope.
Fair.
How
Probably
much is
should
a
have done
coil
that
of rope?
before. A normal one is not too bad.
No, they're cheap. I have it in the
I want my
journals
silk rope.
underneath
Store.
setting
Got it.
information, basic shops.
Yep.
So player campaign.
Basic goods store.
Yeah.
Do.
Equipment.
Misc equipment.
Rope, 50 foot of hemp, 1 gold.
Yeah, I want my silk rope back from
No?
Kildirk.
I mean,
That's
we
okay.
have the money for another silk rope.
I mean, I do have the money for it, so I could just buy some. You know what? I will. If they have silk rope here, I'm going to replenish it.
That
By the way-
so this town is a little unsophisticated for silk rope.
It's small.
It's a little small for that. But the merchant here, he begrudgingly says, "Have you checked with Rastifer up north? He usually gets some of that.
I'll
more
do that when I
fancy
get
stuff."
back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then I'll wait.
I'm
till we
gonna
get
I'm gonna
back and
spend
resupply.
I'm gonna spend the gold to replenish or to replace my rope that I lost.
Okay.
Those bandits.
Just gonna get a coil of hemp rope. Okay.
Anything else? Okay.
Mm-mm.
I don't think we need to check in with the mage. I mean, we don't have anything new to report, so
Do you or do you not?
no, I don't think we do. Do we?
What do you
I mean,
have?
we didn't
guess
tell him
technically
about
we
the
could-
orcs or anything.
We could let him know about that.
I do want to.
and that we
I do want.
haven't found her. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do want to check with him and let him know that Gerald is putting the word out
Yeah.
about what's going on. So hopefully we
That's
can
a
get
good
a
point.
lead on her.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's let him know.
Okay. Drop something on the ground. Didn't want the dogs chewing. Okay, so you make your way over to Towster's Tower, the only tower here in town, in the far south of it. You bang on the door, and Towster opens up the slot, which you think it'd be up higher, but you remember Towster's kind of a short individual. And he sees it's you. He shuts it real quick, and he opens the door. He's like, yeah. Welcome back. Have you heard anything about Janellith? Poor girl hasn't showed up here yet, and haven't heard anything from any of the local couriers. Nobody's seen her up and down the river. It's come in the town lately.
Yeah, about that. No, we haven't. But Gerald up in the next village up with us. We're getting word out about it. We're keeping our eyes open, and we might have some leads we can take a look into and see what we can find out.
Oh,
We were
Gerald's...
hoping
Sorry.
maybe you had heard something. Maybe she gotten a hold of you.
Well, like I said, she hasn't shown up here, and none of the merchants have seen her up and down the river on their trips in. But if Gerald's
I was
on the
afraid of
job,
that.
Gerald's on the job. That makes me happy, at least. Those rangers, they once they put their minds to tracking something, they always find it. I just hope she's all right.
I'm just gonna grin at that. Well, we'll do what we can to find her.
Well, that I thank you.
If we get word about her, we'll try to send word to you.
Thank you very much for that. Like I said, she's kind of like the annoying little grandkid I never wanted that turned out to be the grandkid that I enjoy sometimes when they're not stealing my spell components or making a mess in the lab.
Understood.
What was this guy's name again?
Towster.
Oh, Towster.
He's a small old man in his 70s. Has kind of a paranoid streak to him. Likes to talk in cliches, and if you remember right, is back to his paranoid streak. It's about his old guild master.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wanted to tell him or show him while you were here?
I don't think so.
Orc stuff? Do we want to do that?
Oh, yeah, orcs. I'll show him the shield. Like, I'll uncover it from Steuben.
He kind of walks over to it. He closes one eye, leans in, takes a really good look in on it, starts scratching it a little bit. He's like, "Oh, for such flimsy material, that thing's held up remarkably well in the hands of an orc." Said you got it from orcs?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Mind if I take a look at this thing real quick?
Sure.
And he says some things and that you recognize as wizardy spell language. And he leans back and he goes, "I thought so. What you got here is a magic shield." That explains why.
Magical?
Shield?
Magic shield explains why it's made of such flimsy materials, and it's a wooden shield with some stretched over hide. Is in such good condition when in the hands of orcs. Where are orcs getting magic shields?
That's a worrisome mystery in and of itself.
Oh, dark times indeed. Keep your eyes open for Janella. And if there's anything else I can do to help, remember I'm here.
So the shield's only magical for orcs?
No, you call yourself a wizard. It's a magical shield, and it's got an orc sigil on it.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying it was only good for orcs. There are magic items that are only good for certain races, man. Like, this is common knowledge.
He looks at you like you got 6 heads, and he's like, "What are you talking about? Magic don't discriminate. Except for that magic that likes to hurt certain things more than others. That magic discriminates."
That's what I'm talking about, man.
But why
That
would
right there.
But why would an orc have a shield that's gonna hurt it more than? Where did you study?
Will it hurt us? If I give it to him, will it hurt him?
You've been walking around with it. Why would it hurt you now?
Honestly, I think Marin
it.
and I are just off to the side, both of us just snickering.
Two wizards arguing about magic. What more do you need?
It's great.
I haven't
It's
touched
really
it.
great.
My goat has touched it.
How did it get on the goat?
I wrapped it
So
in
you
a
touched
towel
it.
and I didn't touch it. I had a piece of parchment between us.
And he takes his shirt and he goes, "Ooh, the impenetrable barrier of cloth. This'll save you against all that bad magic."
Listen, man. I'm a new wizard.
That
I haven't
shows.
been doing this long.
It shows. Well, okay, so what you have here is an enchanted shield that was in the possession of orcs.
Yes.
That's what you have.
Perfect.
Marin, like, raises her hand.
Yes, dear.
Would it still be equally magical if we removed that sigil from it? Or does it require the sigil as part of the magic?
Give me 2 seconds.
In other words, he needs to refer.
I think he's
yelling at his dogs.
fussing with dogs.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
That's yelling at the dogs look right there. I've been around long enough that I know that look.
Excuse me.
Also, now we know that if we need things identified, we can come here until maybe someone else learns it. But
Well, and here's the thing, though. In second edition, identify is an expensive spell because you have to have an owl feather and 100 gold piece pearl that are both consumed by the spell. It is expensive.
Okay.
ouch.
Yeah.
So
I'm back.
maybe not identify. Maybe I'm using a word that I don't quite mean there.
What's
but-
going on?
I don't have identify yet, so and even if I did, it's expensive, so I
It's
probably won't take
expensive.
it. But I might take it eventually. We'll
But-
see how it works. But yeah,
But
so as Marin was saying,
As
I said yes.
yeah, I
No.
mean, you could take that hide off, and what you'd have is a perfectly magical shield. Still,
Amazing.
yeah, it's the enchantment's on
Making
the
sure.
actual shield itself. So yeah, I mean, there you go. Player knowledge for your records. It is a shield +1. So you get a normal
Very
+1 to your armor class for having a shield. This adds an additional +1 on top of that. So you would have a total improvement of 2 on your armor class. Meaning it would go down by 2 because armor class is descending.
It's too bad I can't use a shield very well.
Why not? You're a cleric.
Bran, do you,
I'm the casting, the dropping, and the
Oh yeah.
whatever. It's not practical.
I can use it, but I'd forego that offhand attack. So
Right.
it's a question
Was
of do I
it-
want to be defensive or offensive?
was it Zach's character that carried a shield? Then I know somebody had a shield.
It definitely
Yeah, he
wasn't.
might have.
Worst
Changeling.
case scenario. Worst case
Yeah, not
scenario.
changeling.
We sell the motherfucker.
Oh,
True.
DM part here. Difference between 5th and 2nd edition. There are no magic shops in 2nd edition. A +1 shield
Right.
would be prohibitively expensive in 2nd edition. Trading would
Yeah.
be a possibility, but even that would be rare on that. Like, you can't buy healing potions. Those are rare and treasured magical items even. So
Yep. But there is a very wealthy family in Milborne.
if
I
yeah,
think
I
you're,
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm being a dick.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, even
I think
yeah.
we would need a capital city to even make that remotely possible, and that's
Yeah,
still stretching it.
It's all,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, somebody can eventually. Well, I mean, if we get into a situation like there's no attunement in 2nd edition, right?
no.
So,
No.
well, Bran, if we get into a situation where we're like overwhelmed, why don't you keep it on your back? That way, at least you have it. If we need more defense, you can do that, or you can go all out with your swords or the bow. Like,
Or if I've got to cover you or Marin if the crap hits the fan
Yeah.
again.
yeah, I say we give it to you for now, and then we can take this covering off of it. I'll take the covering off of it, fold it up, put it in a thing, and I'm gonna give the shield to Bran.
Okay.
So.
And
That-
he did cast Identify on that, too, by the way.
Okay.
Towster has the
I
ability
figured.
to identify.
That's what I was saying. Note to
Ooh.
self: we know someone who can do that.
Sorry, my wife walked in. She just colored her hair. She got a great shade of purple for it. How much does the shield weigh, Eric?
I don't know, 5 pounds.
Okie doke. Just so I can count in encumbrance.
Yeah, it's. Oh, I don't play by encumbrance, by poundage. I play by common sense.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Well, thank you, Towster, for all your information. I'm sure we will be seeing you again in the future.
Well, like I said, keep me aware of what's going on with Janelith. If you hear anything back, that would be greatly appreciated.
We'll get word to you, Towster. Thank you.
And that'll end that scene. It'll bring you back to
Okay.
the docks.
The barge.
The barge. This one, you're reloaded. They unloaded what they had brought down with them. They're reloaded up. This one looks like housewares, things to use on the farmstead. Different lengths of rope, different plows, that kind of thing. And ready to go?
Sure thing.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys head off and you head back up north. Hey, guess what? It is another really boring trip back up to Milborne. Takes the 2 days to get you there. Harold goes ahead. He gives you each your 25 gold while when you guys pull in the dock. You're still there going through just, the thanks and, what, how to reach, we might hire you again. This was, probably so safe because you guys were with us. But if you stay in town, we'll definitely hire you the next time we need a barge guard. That's for sure. While they're going through that conversation. Oops, sorry, somebody was going to say something.
No.
Okay. While you're going through that, somebody comes up and they're dressed rather nicely for the area. Not noble's finery, but decent enough clothing. And this guy walks over to you and he's like, "Hey, good morrow. Are you're the adventurers that have been looking for Janellith, correct?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have any information about her, but Darius Carmen has requested your presence over at the manor. He said to invite you over, something about a job that he wished to offer you.
Okay, then.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, we're moving up in the world if the Carmines are
I know, it's what I
hiring
was
us.
just thinking. Ooh.
All right, follow me. And he leads you through town over to the Carmen Mansion, which is the big stone house over in the west side of town. Brings you in, sets you up in one of the forward greeting rooms. I'll go inform Darius that you're here. He'll be with you presently. And he leaves. It's only a couple minutes before Darius walks in. Older gentleman, again, in probably his early 50s. Dressed very nicely for the area. Fine clothes. And he's got kind of like a haunty tone to his voice. He's not better than everybody, but he's definitely educated. There is a difference in how he presents himself, the words he picks, and the tone that he gives, as opposed to even Ardrin over at the Baron of Mutton, who's a local business owner, or Rastifer, who owns the local shop, or even Gerald, who's a carpenter and a local ranger. And Darius, he doesn't waste any time. He walks right up, walks in the room. You've heard of the new Meyer, correct? And you have heard bits and pieces throughout your time in town. It's a region off to the west that's just kind of like a soggy. The ground has just been getting soggy and waterlogged over the last 2 years. It's near where Harleton is. If you remember when you asked about Harleton last time. Well, here's... you've heard of the Newmeyer, correct?
Yeah, we heard about it.
Okay. Good. Here's the thing. That farmland used to be very productive. It was some of the most fertile land in the Heronshire. But over the last couple of years, the ground has just been getting waterlogged. And you've noticed people closing their farms down because they can't grow any crops. The ground is too soaked for them to do anything. And it's starting to put a real dent in my income, especially considering the Gnarlstone mine's closed and we don't have as many open mines producing iron as we used to and copper. So I figured, go out and hire a diviner. They could surely tell me what's wrong with the land. And you know what that charlatan did? That charlatan charged me a metric buttload of money. And all he was able to tell me was it was magical. Not bad magic, not evil magic, just something there is magical. And it's happening. And he pauses and he looks at you and he's like, because it looks like you're going to say something. Okay.
Okay.
Well, anyway.
So the guy told you it's magical.
Yes, but he couldn't tell me what the cause was. And then I hear we have a band of adventurers that have made their way into town. You've fought some orcs. You've been between here and Thurmaster. Bested bandits on the road into town. I say, hire the adventurers to figure out what's going on with the land.
Uh-huh.
So here's what I'll do.
Okay.
I need this land producing again. So if you can, I will pay you 50 gold apiece to go out there for 2 weeks, scout out the area, see if you can figure out what's going on. And if you can solve it, I'll give you 1,000 gold.
Okay.
I just heard Dragon have a slight coronary.
Lemfir is just like, okay, so you're gonna pay us 50 to just check it out, and if we can figure it out, we get 1,000
as a group.
Okay. Okay.
I think of a lot worse ways to spend 2 weeks.
I mean,
Certainly.
yeah. Are there any farmers out there? Like any houses we can stay at? Anything like that?
Oh, there's plenty of farmers over in Harleton. I got I don't know, 60, 70 people living over there. I'm sure you could find accommodations. Especially if you tell them the Carmen family sent you.
Okay. I'm gonna look to the two of you and be like, I feel like we're spending 2 weeks.
Yes, but there's one thing I want. I want a letter of introduction from you with your seal on it.
Done.
I want them to know we are here truly in representation of your family. Not just a few charlatans out to bilk money and lodging off of people for a couple weeks.
You will be afforded all the respect a proper emissary of the Carmen family would afford you in any of our territory.
Out of character, that means we're going to get shot, guys.
Wow.
Okay.
Give yourself a deal, Mr. Carmen.
Sounds good. If you can leave immediately or in the morning, that would be the best. No dilly-dallying around town. This is something I would like solved promptly.
We'll leave as soon as we can.
Okay. My man will show you out of the house. I look forward to your report in no more than 2 weeks' time, hopefully. Remember, I'm only paying you for the 2 weeks, and you only get that 1,000 if and when you solve this issue for me. And he goes over to his desk, fills out the paper, burns out some wax, does the ring thing, and hands you a scroll.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll go ahead and tuck it away in my pack.
On your way out... oh, sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
Nope, you go.
I was gonna talk to the group once we got outside, but on the way out we see something.
Okay, yeah, this could go either before or after that. When you head outside and you're making your way away from the Carmen mansion, you make it over to about where the exchange is, because I'm assuming that you're trying to get a little bit away from it, and you see those two, right where Fry's cursor is, those two things right there. But yeah, those right there. Going on there as you leave the house, they've just started running an auction for some farm equipment, and you overhear from one of the people that this is from a closed down farm out in the Patchwork Hills near Harleton, which is in the New Myers area. And they're just auctioning off like plows and tack stuff for the horses and mules. Nothing, major or vital. Just trying to recoup some of the money. But anyway, that's where I'll leave that.
Forget fixing things for Carmen. We gotta worry about taking care of this for the people. They're losing their homes. They're losing their livelihood.
Yeah. So anyway, we're getting paid 50 gold to go stay on a farm for 2 weeks. And if we find out what's causing it, we get 1,000 gold and we look like local heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
I'm good with that. That sounds like a pretty win-win situation.
But yeah, if we can solve this magical mystery, we're gonna be the talk of the town. Like this could be good for us.
I just realized something.
Huh.
Right, I think your beard is scratching your thing when you talk.
I just realized something. This may all tie into what's going on because what's the hills we're going near?
Patchwork.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where did they say they were starting to see the orcs coming in? The other hills. The other hills. So we may be running into a situation.
I don't remember the
just,
world map well enough to.
Here, I'll activate it. Now they didn't say they had seen the orcs coming in from the Blandride Hills. They said that that's where the Gnarlstone mine is.
That's right. I'm
right.
sorry.
Yep.
Still, though, the Gnarlstone mine is closed down. New orcs moving into the area.
There's the mines. Yep. Okay.
And
it just happens to be
mines.
Okay, yeah, so we're going south of town.
Yeah, you're going east, south. You're going east and south.
Yeah.
About the area where the bird flew off to find Shiraz. Same general direction.
So we're going to Harleton to the farms.
Yes.
Harleton.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Well, honestly, if there's something magical going on there, it could be connected in a way. Like it's weird that there's orcs, there's people kidnapping spellcasters, and now all of a sudden there's lands that are magically being affected. Like there's a lot going on in this little area.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should ready for this not to be the milk run we're hoping it is.
Right. Complications.
Well, anytime magic's involved, it's not going to be a milk run. Like it's going to be it's got to be something, a creature or a spell or something. Like we're walking into something big, but I don't know, I think we'll be all right.
I
We
hope
got
so.
Bruno and Mars. We'll be safe.
Speaking of big dopey dogs.
Right.
Go away.
But also, if there's a bunch of farmers there, he said there's like 60 or 70 farmers there too. We also have like people around if we need to, we can get some help.
They're farmers.
I mean,
I
Right.
don't mean to discount them very much, but
Mm-hmm.
they have pitchforks.
all right. Hey, let's load up on supplies, and we might as well start heading out of town.
Yeah, I think we're low on rations. It's been a few days,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'll buy some rations and get them loaded up onto Steuben,
Exactly.
Okay.
and I will leave a note for our friends here at the Baron of Mutton, so when they come in, they'll know to come to meet us.
What?
Ah.
Oh, yes. I was like, which friends? And I was like, oh, yes, the two people that aren't playing today.
Right.
Yeah, which our rogue may have ran off with stuff, but the other guy should be back eventually. Maybe. If he's not, well, then we'll get more people. We'll find people, right?
I like to
You
think
can always
that,
make more friends.
Right.
I like to think that people enjoy my DMing style enough to sit at the table with me. Well, look from Kara says otherwise.
Oh, hey. Hey, whoa. I'm just trying to figure out how many rations I need to buy. No.
All good. I'm just playing.
I'm frowning because math makes me frown.
I'm sorry
All
about
right.
mathing.
How many rations would we have used out of curiosity at this point?
I'll say
We
that
would have gone through about 5 days.
yeah. Minus
Just a
any
session about 5
meals.
days.
Minus any meals that you had with in the Baron of Mutton or with the barge people who fed you for those trips.
Okay, they fed us for
They
that.
fed you.
Cool.
Oh, okay. So
I'm not
only a
sure we went
couple
through any
days.
rations this time.
Then all
Cool.
total probably like a day or two.
Okay. Well, how far away is Harleton?
Harleton is a grand total of
5 feet. We can do that in no time.
a little less than oh, you could probably make it in a day. A little less than 10 miles.
Okay.
Honestly, if it's only a day or two away, I don't even really think we need to get rations. We're right along the river. Well, that's not by the river, but is that line like a creek or something?
It's the brook.
Yeah,
Cutter
that's
Brook.
Oh, that's a road.
that's a well. Okay, so the Cutter Brook is over to the right. I'm sorry. Yeah, the right, the left, over to the
Oh,
left.
you were
near
talking
Lurch
about
Road.
like the roadway.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a road. That's it's what passes for a road going between Milborne and
Okay.
Harleton.
So before we leave, I'll just try to catch some fish, and if we don't have enough fish, you can get some rabbits or something. I feel like we've got skills. We don't need to spend on rations for a
It's
one-day
true.
trip.
We probably
Plus, I've
could
got
be
some
using-
rations. Yeah. And once we get to Harleton, they'll have stuff, I'm sure. So, yeah, let me go fishing. I'll get us a couple fish stocked up, and if that's not enough, we can hunt some rabbits or something. Plus, I got dogs that can go hunt stuff now too. So, and we've got a ranger that's excellent at hunting stuff.
Wonderful. I don't
All
have
right.
anything to contribute to that, but if you want anything sewn, I am your gal.
You could pray for a successful
Marin, you
hunt.
may not come through.
I mean,
And
that
you may-
too, obviously.
You may not be able to put food on a fire, but if one of us gets shot, stabbed, you're the one we can turn to. It all works out in the end.
On it.
Yeah, well, we all have our own
Like I said,
individual
sewing.
skills that are
Did you
useful.
write up?
Yeah, when my toga rips, who else is gonna fix it?
All right. Well, then I guess all I need to know is if they do indeed have silk rope in the
Rastifer
I
does
didn't know
have
how to react to
urbanite
that.
town.
Rastifer has the silk rope.
Good. I will replenish that from my own supply of gold. There we go.
Eric, just because I haven't rolled anything, can I roll fishing?
Yes.
I am also going to buy another quiver and another full quiver of arrows.
Perfect.
Is a 1 a critical success?
A 1 on a skill check is there's no such thing as critical successes, but it is a success.
Okay.
No.
It's a 1 on a 15. I think I caught a lot of fish.
Yeah, you either catch a copious amount of fish that are of size, average size, or you catch one big fish. Like big
Yeah,
fish.
I'm gonna say I got one really big like salmon. So, like, it'll feed us for a day or two.
Okay.
All right.
Hopefully that'll be enough arrows to make us through this.
Perfect.
Arrows. I have. How many arrows do you have? Because I have 48 still.
I just took on another 32, which is a full quiver for a total of 64.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got plenty of arrows.
Mhm.
One of our people had like the ability to make arrows. I believe it was Zach, because I have the stone masonry to make the
Yeah.
heads. So eventually we'll be making arrows.
Well, I plan on once I get another non-weapon proficiency slot to pick up Bowyer Fletcher. So
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have stone masonry and blacksmithing. So perfect.
Okay.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, I got the giant salmon like over my shoulder as I'm walking with the two dogs and stooping up to you guys like, I got a fish, guys.
Nice.
you certainly do. Now, if only we had about a week to dry that sucker, we'd have some good trail rations.
I salted it. It'll be fine. It'll hold till I cook it later.
Okay.
Don't worry. It'll hold. I got this. I'm ready to go whenever you guys are. Are we gonna leave in the morning or just head out?
I'm ready
now?
to go right now. It's up to you two. You tell me. You're the ones that are spellcasters. I don't know what kind of rest you might need for what you do.
Oh, I'm good. I'm healthy. And I got my magic back. I'm good. I'm good to go.
Same.
Okay, let's get on the road now then, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys get on the road again, and you make it down to Harleton. And it takes you about a day to get down there, walking at an okay pace. It's about 10 miles from Milborne, so I'm going to say it's uneventful. It's a nice walk. The birds are chirping. The ground is not overly hard to transverse. It's a decent little path that goes between these two towns. And you make your way into what passes as the village of Harleton. It is spread out. It's mostly spread out farmsteads. There's a town center, but it's more of a gathering place near the center of all the farmsteads rather than a proper town. There's no inns, there's no shops. These people are living out on the frontier over on the Patchwork Hills.
Okay.
So when we enter town, does anybody come out and take a look, gawk, or anything?
walking past some of the farmsteads, you definitely have your gawkers. People are working in the fields stop. They look out over at you and they go, huh. You don't know what they're saying, but, they're definitely taking note of your presence.
Okay.
But these are farmers. They don't have time to stop what they're doing.
They got shit to do.
Yeah, they're not just going to come up and do stuff just because you're here. They got things they got to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll head in towards what passes for town center.
Okay.
At least I
Yep.
will.
There's a couple people
And
gathered
once
here.
there, cool. Look at the little group gathered together. Excuse me.
It's mostly the elders of the town. Yes. What can we help you with? Adventurers.
We're here to find out. We're here to find out what's going wrong. Carmen sent us.
What's going wrong is that Newmeyer's shown up and been creeping out over across into the farmlands for the last couple of years. It's been what?
Yeah, we're gonna try to.
Sorry?
Go ahead, Eric.
No,
I'm
go.
sorry. No, I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I totally lost it already.
And we're here to figure out what's causing that.
Well, that'd be very welcome if you could. Like it has caused quite a few farms to shut down and people to move out. Can't really grow anything when the ground turns into a swamp below your feet.
Yeah, I saw them selling off farm equipment back in town.
Yeah, just the latest family to go, the Millhouses. They were good people. They were good people.
So it just showed up overnight? How
No.
did this happen?
No, I would say steadily for the last. What would you say? And he looks over at the person next to him, another elder of the area, and he goes, "What would you say? The last two-ish something years? Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, over the last couple years, the ground just started to get soggier and soggier over time, and started taking up more and more area. All this used to be fertile farmland. As far as you could see, there was a farm there, and there was one way over in that area. But I mean, the ground just turned to mush."
Do you remember right around then? Because you look like you've been here a while, sir. Do you remember anything that happened right around that time that was kind of out of sorts?
This has been one of the most peaceful communities I've ever heard of. Nothing out of sorts happening around here. Oh,
Okay.
we had the odd crop failure, but I mean, that could be explained over by those caterpillars that ate everything. Occasionally you get some disease on livestock, you got to cull a herd, but other than that,
Now,
typical farmer
nothing
stuff.
really strange. Yeah, nothing really weird like a falling star or something like that.
We are truly blessed in this area to not have to deal with all those crazy things that we hear about from the traveling bards every once in a while when they make their way through here off to wherever it is they're going. We don't have the magic and the sorcerers. We did have that. We did have a couple, that was 200 years ago. The lizard men when they attacked, but the parfleys, they handled that. That was 200 years ago. Of course, get the odd trouble-causing orc or goblin or thingamajig, but last decade or so has been pretty quiet.
And I'm sorry, I forgot my manners. My name is Bran. Can I ask your name?
Oh, yeah, Todd. My name's Todd.
Todd, these are my companions, Marin and Limfir.
Good to meet you, kids.
Is there a place we could stay for a couple weeks while we try to figure out what's going on?
Well, the Millhouses farm, he points down the road. He's like, they're no longer there. The ground is completely soggy, turned to mire. It's no longer supporting crops, but the house is still there, and you could stay there for the time being. It probably isn't going to be long, a couple years, and even the house will be taken over by the mire. But you can have that.
You wouldn't mind?
Oh no, I think nobody
you.
would mind. Nobody's living there now.
I didn't want to just go throw down stakes like we were trying to take over. I'd rather get permission.
Oh, much obliged, but even if you were, it's not like you'd last very long before the ground just upped and swallowed everything up anyway.
Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. If you don't mind, we're going to go get set up, and we're probably going to come back and ask more questions at times, if you don't mind.
Oh, no, that's perfectly all right. Not that I have very, very many answers, but glad to answer what I can.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Did you guys have anything you wanted to add?
Nah, you did good.
So I'm assuming you guys are going to set up your camp at that house, on that farmstead, and then start up your investigation.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay.
Imagine we're just stay in the house.
Yeah, that's my plan anyway.
All right.
Guys, it's a house with beds.
This is so weird.
When's the last time we had a legit comfy bed?
Didn't we? We just stayed at the inn. Did you not find those beds comfy? Comfy?
They're like different. These ones like have some kind of fluff in them. Those ones are just like a mat with boards under them.
Yeah, it's called straw tick. It's not that fluffy, but it's better than the boards.
Right.
However, Marin, one of the things you'll be able to do now is actually boil a kettle for steam. You'll actually be able to do your regular. Yeah.
That's nice. Yes.
So let's go set up shop, guys.
Yep.
Hey,
Okay.
Steuben doesn't have to sleep outside tonight.
No, we can. The dogs. We're cooking with gas right now.
What does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you
No, I mean,
cook with?
literally, what does that mean?
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It means we're doing good. We're high on the hog.
Okay, now that one I understand.
Yeah, that I get. That I get.
We're
Anyway,
cool.
the house.
Yeah. Yep. We're gonna set up the house, get all of our stuff unpacked.
Yep.
Okay.
And start the investigation.
Yep. Let's go ahead and do that. So, the investigation. How are you going to go about doing this? Like, what's your typical modus operandum here?
My
I'm gonna be
what?
honest.
Your
Modus
MO.
operandus.
Whatever.
Oh,
Can you? This is an odd question, but I know so perilously little about magic. Can either of you detect magic? I know I'm using a spell name. Go with me on this. Can you
absolutely.
like pick it up?
Absolutely.
Marin?
So
Okay. Go ahead, Lemon.
I'm better at locating evil.
Okay. That may
Yeah,
come in handy too.
I can detect magic, but it's not a large area. So we would have to find like the center, the focal point, or I'm going to have to do it multiple days at a time. But
Yeah.
I can do 10 times 60 feet. So 60 feet or 600 feet.
Okay.
I
Well,
can
that's
detect
good.
out to
Now-
like 600 feet.
And I agree with your assessment. I think we need to try to find as close to the center of that mire as we can, because I'm willing to bet that'll be the epicenter. But let's do something.
Mhm.
I'm going to go out and I'm going to get some stakes off one of these farmers. I'll pay them for them. Big, long wooden stakes. We'll paint them. And what we can do is when we go to certain areas, it's teched.
Mm.
We don't pick up anything. We can mark it so we know we've been in that general area.
That's a
Perfect.
good idea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna toss you the bag for the party fund to be like, here, party fund, use that. There's 189 gold in it.
I think that'll be far more than we need, but thank you.
Yeah. Perfect. Marin, while he's going in and getting steaks, do you want to come with me and kind of just like, I don't know, do a first cursory glance of the mire?
Mhm. Certainly.
Steuben can stay here. I'll bring the dogs.
Okay.
So the mire is actually quite a
can you-
large bit of real estate, just FYI.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to like get to the edge of it and like look and see if there's anything obvious. Like you've got a spellcaster and a cleric, and it's like, is there anything out of the ordinary that we would notice?
No, it is. It's like the ground is just becoming waterlogged, and the further into it, like even you can, the area closest to you is drier, and the further in you go, the squishier it gets. But you don't like you say, you don't go very far in, but you can tell that there's a textural difference as you progress further in.
This is I've never seen something like this before. Like normally there'd be runoff from a stream or some, I mean, there is a stream coming through here, but this is more than that.
Right. Well, if it's being caused by magic, it makes sense that it would not make sense.
Yeah, true. All right. Well, do you have anything you want to do while we're here? Because I don't want to start casting spells until Bran is
No,
back.
I don't. Well, I agree with that sentiment completely. I don't want to be casting spells either. I'm not really. This is not in my wheelhouse.
In mine, but
Yeah.
not in mine. It's not a spell I use often.
Right.
So, all right. Yeah, I think we're gonna meet back up with Bran
All right.
whenever he's done shopping.
Brand's going out
Yeah.
to get steaks. You make your way through some of the farmsteads looking for anybody who's willing to sell you some big old wooden stakes. And you find one farmer who's I can part ways with some old fence posts that I was gonna that I took down and replaced. They're not, the greatest condition, but it sounds like they'd work for what you're looking to do. And while
That'd be
you're doing,
great.
yeah, no problem. And you're out here with the Carmens. You're trying to figure this out for us. Like I said, I took them down. They're no good to me. They're not even good firewood. Why don't you just go ahead and take them? And you hear a couple kids on a fence, like, it's an adventurer. Look, real adventurer. We don't get many people through here like that ever. And then was like, we never get anybody like that through here. That's literally the first person you've ever seen that doesn't live on the farms. And you hear them talking back and forth.
I'm gonna walk over to them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey kids, how you doing?
Doing good. You're not. Are you here for the mire, the new mire?
We are.
You're gonna find those. You're here for the blue giants too, then, huh? You're gonna take care of them.
Blue giants? I haven't heard of those. What can you tell me about them?
The two kids, their eyes just kind of light up and they get really big and wide. And he's like, "Oh, they're huge and they got blue skin and they got big pointy ears, and they're wearing shiny armor that has really big spikes on it, and big iron shoes that they go clunk, clunk, and clunk when they walk, and they have these big battle axes with 2 heads on them.
I see. That's rather interesting. When's the last time they were seen?
Well, when we snuck out one night, it was the middle of the night. We were out by the Patchwork Hills. You know, we were exploring, and we saw them out there. Dead of night, midnight. We were up really late.
Okay, boys. I'm going to take out a silver piece for each of them.
Okay.
Here's the deal. I don't want you guys going back out to those hills at night anymore without an adult with you, okay?
Oh, we've been going out in
I'm
those
worried
hills.
what's going on.
But,
Yep. I know, and I know your way around, but I'll tell you what. If there's big blue giants out there stomping around, they might stomp you on accident. I don't want anything happening to you. So here, take these silver pieces.
They
This
take
is a
them.
thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you. And one of the kids bites, and he's like, "See, real silver." And he's like, "I know what I'm gonna buy with this." And you get the feeling that his dad is the one you're getting those steaks from. He's like, "Get off the fence and get back to work.
Go
know-
get back to work, boys.
You know you got chores to do for dinner." And they skedaddle.
I'm gonna go back to that farmstead.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Did you hear anything about giants in this area?
Those kids and their imaginations. If we seen any giants, don't you think that there'd be
That's,
some evidence of a giant?
I would think there would be big footprints, but they also could fill in real quick with this mire coming in. I'm just double checking, sir, because frankly, in a world as weird as ours at times, I'm not overlooking anything as a possibility.
Yeah, you know, this case, I don't know. I think it might just be kids and their imagination.
Okay.
If we had giants
Well-
and they had big axes and spiky silver armor, like they said, I don't know. I mean, mire that fills in footprints quick or not, you think that they would have been something in that kind of armor with those weapons like those kids said, you think they'd be looking for trouble. And we haven't even had, I mean, we get the odd lamb that disappears, the odd, calf. That could just be wolves or a bear or something. If giant, we'd be losing whole herds.
I would think so too. But I'll tell you, I gave each of them a silver piece with the promise that they wouldn't go back out at night looking for this stuff.
They'll go out at night.
So-
they fooled. They were messing with you there. They're never out past sunset.
Well, I just figured I'd let you know, considering you're the father. That way you know what's going on, sir.
We keep an eye on them. That's how I know when they sneak out. And like I said, they don't even make it off the farm before the sun's fully down. Those kids are scared of wolves and bears and everything. But yes, I'll keep an eye on them. Thank you. I'm not trying to say, not trying to be ungrateful. I'm just letting you know those kids, they can exaggerate quite a bit.
Kids do that. I'll tell you what. What's your name?
Henry.
Henry, I'm Bran. I'll come back to you if we need any more information or any more material. How's that sound, Henry?
Sounds
Except
great.
next time you're going to let me pay you for it, okay?
Oh, next time, take something that's worth paying for.
You got a deal. And then I'm going to turn and head for the homestead we're staying at.
Okay. And
Bundle of steaks.
big old bundle of fence posts. And that puts us right at our 2-hour mark. Check in. Do you want to keep going or do you want to stop?
I'm good to stop.
Yeah.
I'm
feel
good with
like-
that.
Good pause point.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're at a good
Yeah.
pause point with nothing big happened yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works. Then we will stop and we will pick this up again in 2 weeks.
Cool.
Okay.